Good evening. Welcome to meeting number 462. That is 7 times 66. I'm obsessed with numbers divisible by 7. So, yeah, don't pay any attention to that. Welcome to meeting number 462 of Turning Point Toastmasters. Let's have a round of applause. My name is Rupinder, and I will be your Sergeant at Arms and the presiding officer for today. We will start by reciting the Toastmasters mission statement. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. After all these years, I still remember. By the way, a personal milestone for me, I have completed 11 years in Toastmasters today. Let's have a round of applause to that. Also, it's been 8 years since I won the district level international speech contest. So, day of remembrance. You are now inside the code of conduct of a Toastmasters meeting. Please be advised that the meeting is being recorded and it may not be possible to stop the recording. Here are the meeting rules. We will start with the audience. Please be advised that any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting will result in a summary removal from the meeting without any warning whatsoever. You will also be reported to Zoom, which means that using the same email address, you will never be able to log on to a Zoom meeting again. Please ensure that your noise-making devices are either switched off or on silent mode. I will do a very quick check myself. Let's take about 5 seconds to put our devices on the silent mode. Yep, I went on do not disturb. Uh, Also, phones are not the only noise-making devices. Your browsers, especially that WhatsApp tab, make sure that that is also muted. Your significant others can wait for about an hour or hour and a half. Please speak responsibly on religion, sex, and politics. We do not discourage speaking on such topics. It is just that be mindful of the audience around you. As far as possible, please keep your videos on, audio off, and applause flowing throughout. Can you just show me how well you applaud? Yes, very good. Yeah, and that applause also works. Now, for the role players, I don't know if all of them are here. Toastmaster of the day, table topic master, and general evaluator. Please ensure a smart audio video check before you hand off to respective role players. Role players, please rename yourself as role player hyphen your name hyphen your club. You may omit the club name if you are a member of the Turning Point Toastmasters. Please acquaint yourself with the role of the timer. Anant, who's the timer, or are we using the automated timer? You're the timer? Okay, we are using the automated
Timer.
timer. So what is going to happen is that Anant is going to use an automated timer. You will see the timing in the top right-hand corner of your screen, and there will be a sound at crucial intervals to tell you where you are with respect to green, yellow, or red. You just saw the timing device. Coming to Zoom behaviors, we encourage you to use Zoom emoticons generously to encourage the role players. Yeah. Can we have a show of Zoom emoticons just so that I know that you are conversant with Zoom emoticons, particularly if you're coming from a platform such as Microsoft Teams and or Google Meet. We sincerely request you not to send chat messages to everyone or the speaker on stage, especially when that speaker is speaking. In fact, refrain from chatting altogether. Enjoy the speeches, the meeting. Reiterating. Please stay on mute until specifically requested to unmute. If I was to summarize all of these rules, I would do that in one single statement. Be the kind of audience you want for yourself. Let's assume that you're giving the speech of your lifetime. You do not want cameras turned off. You do not want an inattentive audience. You do not want people distracted or chatting behind the scenes. We have Srishti here today. Let's have a round of applause for her. Yay, Srishti. Good job. Keep it up. Now, I would like to introduce, no, I don't want to introduce the presiding officer. He's a difficult person. Let's just go with that. I am switching into the role of the presiding officer. Welcome and thank you, Sergeant at Arms, for whatever that was. Welcome to meeting number 4627 times 66 of Turning Point Toastmasters. To give you some context, we are a club since 2014. And while this may be meeting number 462, it is actually 462 plus 75. For 75 meetings, we were Tough Speak Toastmasters, and then we became Turning Point Toastmasters. And it's a it's a club that has seen its ups and its downs. But through all of that, this club has managed to produce one uh, one World Championship semi-finalist, multiple district international speech contest finalists, a district evaluation contest champion, third place. And in fact, I don't think that there is a contest in which we haven't represented at the district level, this club. And it continues this year also. Also, we have among our members past district directors, past division directors. In fact, anything that has a director associated with it in the Toastmasters community, we have that. You name it, we have that. And we have other leadership positions. Enough about my club and something about me. No, nothing about me. Something about you. Let's begin with some of our guests, including our return. We'll start with our returning president. I often used to joke that her significant other would have had such an advantage because he would be telling, "Oh, Neeraj se milne ja raha hoon." And parents would be like, "Okay, yeah, sure, go ahead, meet Neeraj." They would not know that Neeraj is the name of a very pretty girl. Welcome back, Neeraj. And she just recently became a mother. Let's have a round of applause for her. So,
Thank you.
where is the junior you?
She is just back home. Let her be whatever she is doing, so that I can
Oh,
attend the meeting
the
peacefully.
honeymoon is over.
Yes, yes. Yeah, my
Yeah, okay.
mother-in-law is taking care of her. Thank you
Uh,
so much, Rupinder, and it feels so nice to see you and Anant also, Shrishti as well. So, for the reference of rest of the members, I am not the new member. I have been part of this club for around 2 years, around 1 year back. And then pregnancy happened. I delivered a baby. Now I wanted to get back into the form. So I Toastmaster is the first thing that came into my mind. And yeah, it's so good to see you, so many new faces and old faces, and I'm looking forward to join new meetings. By profession, I'm an AI engineer, and I'm from Punjab now, residing in Karnal. Yeah, this is about me. Back to you. Thank you so much, Pinder.
yeah, and she understates herself. She was one of the most successful presidents that we have ever had. So, huge round of applause for Niyasila. Welcome back. Good to have you back. Always a fresh burst of energy. We have someone from one of the oldest clubs in Gurgaon. If I'm not wrong, Gurgaon Toastmasters Club, a club that a lot of people look forward to, a club of some very distinguished speakers. I think starting with Naresh Kuntur, he was the one who actually started the club. Welcome, Tanika. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Why are you here, and what do you look forward to in this meeting?
So, thank you everyone for here. The purpose of joining this meeting is that, as we have already known, oration is there, and I was 2 steps back from getting the triple crown. So, I'm just targeting my 2 meetings within a 1 week. itself. So one of the purpose of joining this club is that, and one of my ex member has told me about this meeting. This is me first time joining my a meeting outside of my club. So it's again a motivation for me to step out of my comfort zone, because it's been a 1 year when I'm the member of the GTMC. So I wanted to explore something out of the GTMC and get the confidence how much I'm comfortable with the stage. And talking about my professional side, so I'm a tax consultant in one of the big four, EY, and I've been working as 4 years in that. And I'm also from Punjab, near to Patiala, or I would say Bathinda. So that's how I work.
Where from in Punjab?
Uh, Barnala, it's actually Barnala. I'm from Barnala, basically.
Ah, nice. Named after one of the chief ministers of Punjab, Surjit Singh Barnala. Or actually, he was
Yeah.
from there as well. Let's
Yes,
have a huge
yes.
round of applause. And Tanika, I'll tell you, this is probably one of the best advices I got when I joined Toastmasters 11 years back. And that advice was to get out. One day, somebody I respect very much told me to get out. Not out of Toastmasters, but he said, get out of the club and go
Hmm.
and give speeches elsewhere. And
Hmm.
if some of the some of this little success that I have, I attribute it to going to other clubs, including Gurgaon Toastmasters Club. I've been there, I don't know how many times. So, most welcome. We
Okay.
also have some of our more regular guests. Um, Komal, welcome. How are you doing?
Yes,
What are you
hi,
looking forward to today?
good evening, everybody. So, yes, I am a part of member of Eloquent Toastmaster Club, and earlier I have joined here, Turning Point Toastmaster, and I really enjoy the joining different club and learn out of like comfort zone. So that's why I'm here to learn something from all of you. That's all.
The thing with being so long in Toastmasters is that you practically know the history of every Toastmasters club in your area. Eloquent Toastmasters Club was at one point known as the Soil Toastmasters Club. It used to be housed in School of Inspired Learning, one of our go-to venues for most of our contests and you know uh, uh, events that used to happen. We also have speaker Anu, who's going to give probably the speech of a lifetime, a 15-minute long speech. Hi, Anu. How confident are you today?
Let's see it last.
Okay. All the best. You're conserving your energy. And we have somebody whom I've also met in person. She is the table topic master today, a very confident speaker and someone who pushes the boundaries of her nervousness, converts it to excitement. Welcome, Sarah. How are you doing?
Thank you, Rupinder, and I'm doing amazing. So happy to take topic master as a role because I was looking for some lighter role after doing table topic speakers for continuously for a month. So I thought,
You
why
know,
not opt for? Yeah, continue.
Anu, you come across as a person who's really, really nice. And I say that with all earnestness. Why? Because people who take up table topics role in Turning Point Toastmasters have a very weird habit of giving me the most weirdest of topics, and I hope you will stay away from that. And if you don't, remember that there will come a day when I will be the table topic master, and you will not want to be on the receiving end. With that, I welcome you all. I hope to have a wonderful meeting, and I get to introduce our Toastmaster of the evening. Remember that Sergeant at Arms performance that I did earlier? Remember that? Well, hang on. In the session July to December 2020 COVID times, this person actually came up with that whole script, and it has been used in online meetings in not just our club but in other clubs in District 41, and I think in a couple of clubs in District 124 as well. For 6 years, that document has been the starting of our meeting, and that was written by none other than the Toastmaster of the evening. Now, that is not his only achievement. He's also been, and this is where I tend to get boring. A district level performer, a division director, an area director, and district training manager. And I guess right now he's DCP chair. If I start rattling out his titles, it will probably read like an accomplished medical professional. So I will not read out his titles. I will simply call him on stage. I will do a very quick audio video check. Anant Katyayani. First, let's have a huge round of applause for him. His distinguished Toastmaster Anant Katyayani. Anant, please spotlight yourself since you have the power to do that. And once you do that, we'll do a very quick audio video check.
Thank you, Rupinder. I will rather not keep the spotlight on and will interact. Does that qualify for my audio and video?
It does, just that your audio is coming like it's coming from far away, but you are audible, you're visible. I will say you are incredible. Let's get the meeting rolling.
Quick
You're
audio check once again. Is it better?
Somewhat. Maybe it could be the audio reception at
For
my side.
notifying, I will immediately correct it. All right. So some issue with my cognition of the device. All right. I think this will do, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's just that it might be an audio reception
I'll
issue at
correct.
my end. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Toastmaster of the day with the theme pets. Pets. Anant Katyayani. Your weapons free and you're clear to engage.
Thank you, Rupinder. I will start shooting straight away. First question on the firing line. Everyone, how many of you are pet lovers? Sarah, Tanika, anyone else? Okay, on the opposite side, how many of you cannot tolerate a pet? Pet haters. There is no shame. I'm raising my hand proudly. How many of you?
I'm little scared, not
Okay. Pet avoider?
yes.
How many pet avoiders? Komal, Neeraj, what about you guys? Okay. So first of all, I am going to engage with the pet avoiders slash haters slash scared ones. What's your reason? And give me a brief reason. Which pet? Why do you feel scared? Let's start with Anu, then
I
Neeraj, then Komal.
I'm scared of a dog um because of one incident. I was second time pregnant and I was diagnosed with diabetes, and my doctor asked me to walk after each meal. So once in the rainy season, I thought my society, the normal walking place, there was a raining, so I decided to walk in a park, in a parking area. And there, when I was walking, I somehow, I don't know how those dogs were entered. There was a 3 4 dog who suddenly started following me up, and that was a little scary moment for me, and I had to rush, and that too the time I was pregnant. So since then I'm kind of little scared because of that experience. So that's it. You're not audible, Anand. You're on mute.
My bad. So that's your traumatic reason, right? Okay. Others, what about you, Neeraj?
So I wouldn't say I have had bad experience. It's just I have been never close to pet. So I think that gap has, invented some kind of, scary feeling in me that they might bite me. They might have, you know, uh, insects in them. So I think I don't never had really get to experience with pets. So that's the reason I avoid them, I feel so. And now I'm scared and I don't want to experience
Once
anymore.
again, as a young parent, I think now you are scared for other reasons as well.
Yes, that's
Is it?
absolutely right.
Okay, Komal, what about you?
Yes. So basically, I love pet just like by seeing, but staying with pet is not for my thing, because when I see to stay with, first thing they need a proper care, just like a baby, and
Mhm.
second thing is also sometimes they, you know, they may bite or they have some different behavior. So I am not habitual of that, so
Oh, they
that's
do
why I'm
bite.
a little scared of
They
staying
do
with
bite.
pet. But though I like when I see outside, so that's
No, but pets do bite. That's not a if or but. They do bite. Now, why did I choose this theme and start away? Straight away started getting on those risky lines where you don't want to be, social media wise, be called as pet haters, pet avoiders. A lot of people just kind of avoid getting into that discussion at all. I want to get into it, and the reason is a personal journey of myself. But first of all, uh, just want to engage or ask which all pets do you have in your family or in your relatives or among your friends' houses as pets? Which animals or creatures, rather, do you have as pets or have you seen as pets among your close friends or family?
I have seen cows when I have born and brought up in Madhya Pradesh, one of the village. So
Cows,
cow, buffalo, we used to have at our
bovine
home.
animals. All right. Anything else?
We used to call bell also that time. Bell
All
gadi
right.
culture
All
was
cow
there.
family, right?
Yes,
Bovines.
correct.
So bovines. Bovines is one. Anyone else? What about
You,
Tanika?
you want to know what other animals have been adopted as pets?
In your friends slash family or known ones?
My friend in Canada has a parrot as a friend,
Parrots. All right.
a parrot, and we don't get along. He kissed my wife.
Very good. So parrots, bovines, what
Yes,
else? Anika?
I
Dogs.
used to have a dog.
Dogs are the most common ones, right?
Hmm.
We
Okay.
had a rabbit, but
Not
that rabbit grew so fast, like within
rabbits are
month.
nasty.
They eat
Rabbits
a
are nasty.
lot.
They eat a
They're
lot,
yummy
they eat
also.
a lot.
They're yummy
Exactly.
also.
That's
If
why.
They're
if you have a pair of them, then they breed a lot as well. They become
they're
Okay.
yummy also.
okay. Now
I'm a vegetarian.
people
Too bad.
scared. Okay, rabbits as pets, not as edible items. So rabbits, yes, they are nasty ones, but yes, people do keep them. Anyone else? So
Chickens also, people keep chicken as pets. Monkey also have seen
I've
chickens.
seen people keeping squirrels as pets.
squirrels, rats, probably
Lizards also.
lizards. Now we are getting into reptiles. So yes, on social media, especially in the Northern America, this is becoming a trend for people to keep venomous animals such as dangerous spiders, um, not to be treaded lightly with reptiles such as the copperheads, cottonmouths. Some people are keeping exotic vipers or cobras as well, elapids as we call them. Pythons, though not venomous, but they are a dangerous pet as well. But all right, other than crocodiles and ghadials, as we call their distant cousins, the narrow-mouthed ones. So reptiles, bovines, um, vulpines, all the dogs and foxes and all. There are people who keep even felines as animals, not just house cats, but the big cats as well. I think you must have seen, I think in the movie called Hangover, Mike Tyson keeping a full-grown tiger as a pet. Or you may have heard the tales of people keeping panthers or cheetahs as pets, especially in the Saudi Arabia side, in the Gulf countries, as a status symbol. So felines as well. What's the most awkward or unheard of pet that you have ever heard of? Renu, Sameep, anyone? Most unheard of.
Lizard.
Oh,
Lizard,
I'm
now
hearing first
that's,
time.
I mean,
lizard.
even I'm hearing that first time.
So lizard, not just as house lizards. Lizards have been a part of the pet kingdom for a long, long time. Marathas used to have monitor lizards as a scaling tool for the walls of the forts. So some lizards had the property of sticking their feet, and they relaxed only when they were fed a drop of milk or something like that. So Marathas used to scale up fort walls with lizards. All right. Any unusual, exotic, completely unheard of animal that you have seen as pet, even online? Think. Felines, bovines, vulpines, spiders, arachnids. We have covered it all. Reptiles, uh, birds. Yes. What else?
Teacher's pet.
Teacher's pet. All right. I'll tell you what. There is a beautiful, beautiful creature, and a lot of people are turning this into a habit of keeping this as a pet. Bees. There are people keeping bees. We have not touched insects yet. So bees as pets, and a lot of forest tribes, they're keeping bees as nowadays professionally as pets, and they are turning into a commercial venture as well. What else? Think the most crazy ones. Kangaroos, maybe? Not really petable. Giraffes, elephants as pets. Yes, we have seen that in South India. Um, yes.
Snake.
Snakes, yes. Reptiles. So, though it is a very common one, we are not naming it. I come from a country, a part of the country where we have camels as pets. We have seen, especially in our neighboring country, donkeys as pets. Horses, nobody named. They are the man's best friend, not the dog. Dog is useless. Horses are truly man's best friend. Don't you agree? All right. Now, I have grown up in a family where pets were not allowed, and for all the common sense reasons. They can bite, they can kick, they can hand over, they can infect, they can cause injuries or harms or indirect nuisance for all those reasons. But then, after there was a tragedy in my family in 2021, we lost our father. And my younger brother one day just brought a small Doberman, a female Doberman, as a kid, puppy. My mother, who was immediately angry the moment she saw it, and immediately issued a warning. If you want to keep it a pet, wash it, feed it, clean up after it yourself. Do not expect anything from me. And God forbid, this creature should not enter the kitchen area at any cost, or you will go hungry. Moms, they are like that. 1 year fast forward. If the dog didn't eat, my mom would be the most worried one. She was the one who named her Coco as well. And she was the most concerned person in the whole family with Coco. Coco ने खाना खाया नहीं खाया, Coco का clean up करना, Coco को we have to keep Coco for a walk, stroll outside. And she was the most heartbroken one when we lost Coco 2 years later, a couple of years earlier than today, when we went for a childbirth in our family to a nearby hospital. And on that night, a panther came to our farmhouse and snatched Coco away. And that was my only trust with the house pet that we kept ourselves. That's it. Now, this is a in between the whole 2 years, it was a whole journey in itself because Coco and my firstborn were of the same age and they grew up together. And it can change a person in many ways. All the preconceived notions, fears, sometimes irrational, sometimes logical ones, I got clarified with. And I truly understood that a dog or a pet is just another, uh, maybe not so intelligent, but somewhat intelligent creature. It's just like a small baby. And it follows instructions if you are good at instructing. In many ways, it was an education in itself. Do you guys agree that keeping a pet makes you grow yourself, not just the pet? Yeah. In many ways, Toastmasters or this journey of public speaking is the same. While assisting someone with mentoring or uh, being an evaluator to someone, we may feel like, all right, we have learned so much, now it's time to give back to society. I hear that all the time. But in many ways, just like raising a pet, being a mentor or being an evaluator or being simply a role player in a meeting is all about assisting others to create an environment where we can raise a potential world champion among our meetings. And in many ways, indirectly, we grow ourselves as well. 1 week, one speaking opportunity at a time. To help you introduce with the limited number of role players that we have today, let me give the overall structure of the meeting. We have prepared speakers and we have our table topic master who will throw some challenging topics at us for 1 to 2 minutes. Prepared speakers, your time will be announced when your turn comes. Usually it's 5 to 7 minutes, but projects can have other speech timings as well. And finally, the evaluation. In the evaluations, though we have usually a whole battery of role players, today we are skipping with all of them. Today we are keeping only not dedicated, but speech evaluators. And interestingly, we are following the same experiment that we had last week, and it was hugely successful. That's why we are keeping it once more. And that was keeping community evaluations. Before I introduce in a few moments the first prepared speaker, please know that the prepared speakers, after their speeches, will pick any three of us, and they will ask us to evaluate them. So we better listen and watch the speakers intently. Make physical or mental notes, if any. We'll get 1 minute each, strictly 1 minute each, to deliver a positive commendation as well as one area of recommendation. That's it. That's all we have to do. Give me a thumbs up if all of us agree with that co-parenting obligation. All right. Even the prepared speakers know that you may be called for the next prepared speakers evaluation. So be intent. Now, one final display that I will do is of the timer device. Though we have shown that this is how the timer will work. For example, for a 5 to 7 minute speech with your first verbal, non-verbal gestures, your time will start like this. Can you see this not just on my window, but on top right corner of your screen as well? Yes? Great. Because even if I keep my screen off, you can still watch that timer. You don't need to pin me or watch me all the time. When 7 minutes, let's say, are allocated ones which are over, you have 30 seconds of reverse counter on. But at that particular, thank you, Rupinder. Yes, I noted. At 7 minutes, let's say your red card is up, you'll hear a beep sound like this. That is a verbal signal to you, audible signal. At the same time, your timer is going reverse in the red. That means you have 30 seconds to wrap it up. So
Hello, sorry, Anand.
Yes,
The
Ren.
sound of beep is not audible to me.
I will try it once again. Try this now. Could you hear it now?
No,
We
it is
can
not
hear
working.
both the time.
No worries, Renu. Even if you cannot hear it, you can see the timer going on, right?
Okay.
You can see the timer, right?
Yeah, I can see. I thought
Yeah.
because of some
Maybe
network
on
issues.
mobile, it's not beeping for you. No worries. No worries. Thank you for letting us know. So you have allotted time plus 30 seconds. That's all you have to remember. Table topics, 2 minutes plus 30 seconds. You have to speak for minimum 1 minute. Prepared speeches, you have 5 to 7 minutes or as specified by the speech project. Everyone, if you're ready, let me introduce the speech objectives first for the next speaker and then the speaker's introduction. The first speaker is attempting a humorous speech because the evaluation objectives say know your sense of humor. The speaker is attempting level 3, third project from the dynamic leadership path. And the objectives for this speech, the specific objectives are for the member to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. Timing is 5 to 7 minutes. In addition to this specific objective, if you notice anything else as commendation or recommendation, feel free to include that in your objectives. Tanika, I am spotlighting you. Just deliver your speech. After the speech, we will do the evaluation after both the speakers and then the table topics are done. Then we will have the evaluations. Works for everyone? You'll be able to hold the thoughts till then? Good. Now, Tanika, you have to give me at the time of evaluation, I'll spotlight you and ask you, you name 3 people, and in that particular order, we'll go one by one with 1 minute each with them. So you don't need to note down anything as well. The speech is being recorded and live streamed on YouTube. So you can return back anytime to listen to your evaluation as well. And evaluators try to not repeat the same evaluation point that is already been spoken. Try to bring something new. That's all. Spotlighting now our first speaker of the day who has been patiently listening to all my rant about the pets, but has been very gracious and a couraging speaker who is attempting a speech on the advice of her mentor, first time outside of her club, let alone be the first time in a virtual platform. Tanika, if you are ready, let's have your audio video check first. Video is visible, audio check. Unmute, please.
Yes, everyone can hear me?
Yes, please repeat after me. Today is a good day.
Today is a good day.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the first speaker of the evening, Tanika Garg. Confidence, conversation, and chaos. Confidence, conversation, and chaos. Tanika Garg.
Thank you so much, Anand. Good evening, fellow trespassers and guests. People think Toastmasters meeting end after the final episode. Do you agree? No, I don't agree. Because coming from an offline background meeting end, this is only the official ending of the meeting. The real meeting begins afterwards at the lunch table. And honestly, some of the most advanced communication skills are not practiced during speeches. They are practiced while eating food and discussing people who are not present there. Let's take a scenario, or I would say this is not a scenario, this is an actual situation which is happening in the GTMC club after every official meeting ends. At the lunch table, we discuss very serious topics: leadership, communication, growth. And also, why was he speaking like a motivational speaker from YouTube? Or she used 13 hand gestures in 1 minute. I was scared for the first row who was sitting there. And the most interesting thing is the moment one member leaves the table, that person immediately becomes the agenda of the meeting. He thinks he is too professional. Why does she walk like she owns the stage? Why was he giving the TED talk? Energy for a 5 minute speech. And then next week, we will meet the same people with the sweetest smile, wonderful speech, very inspiring. Toastmaster teaches public speaking, but secretly, it also develops acting skills. And let's me be honest. Sometimes we pretend not to listen, but internally we collect every single detail. Exactly like Wi-Fi collecting data. Some people come to Toastmasters for communication skill. Some people come for the networking, and some come for the episodes, weekly episodes updates. Now, this reminds me of another unforgettable moment involving confidence. One of my friends changed his number, and one day he called me while sitting proudly with his group of friends. Before calling, he confidently announced to everyone, "Just watch, she will recognize my voice instantly." The confidence, the aura, the unnecessary faith in friendship. In his mind, this was going to be a cinematic moment. His friends would be impressed. Background music would probably start playing. So he called me. I picked up and he said confidently, "Hello." And I replied, "Who's this?" Silence. Not normal silence. This kind of silence where a person starts questioning every life decision. Tanika, guess who? I'm saying electricity department? No, guess, please. Are you calling from a bank? I do not want any loan. At this point, his friends were apparently laughing loudly in the background. And I could literally imagine sitting there, regretting his confidence. That day, I realized overconfidence is very dangerous, especially when it combined with a new SIM card. But honestly, these small chaotic moments are what make life memorable. The gossips after meetings, the dramatic confidence of friends, the unnecessary assumptions we all make. These become stories we laugh at for years. And maybe that's the hidden beauty of Toastmasters. Yes, we come here to improve communication and leadership. But sometimes, between speeches, evaluations, and lunch tables, we also create friendships, inside jokes, and unforgettable stories. So, fellow Toastmasters, the next time someone says, "Toastmasters changed my life," please understand they may not be talking about public speaking. They may just be talking about the lunch table stories. And if you ever change your number, please lower your confidence first. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanisha. I will announce 1 minute of silence for everyone to pass on their feedback in private chat to Tanika. 1 minute starts now. This also helps you consolidate your thoughts if Tanika chooses you as one of the evaluators. All right. Time now for us to change the spotlight to our second speaker of the evening. I will read out her speech objective as well. Anu is attempting a very specialized project from altogether a different, just a second, altogether a different speech manual called Successful Club Series. The Better Speaker Series or Successful Club Series? Which one, Anu?
Better speaker series.
All right. So from Better Speaker Series, though this project is available in all the speaker series, this is slightly different than the conventional paths. In this, Anu is attempting a specialized project called impromptu speaking. The speech objective for the speaker are to deliver a presentation from Toastmasters education series, in this case the Better Speaker series, to learn and educate club members about ways to improve speaking and leadership skills and contributing to the club experience. The speaker will follow the outline while adding their own knowledge, examples, and style. I repeat, the speaker will follow the outline as specified by the project, but add their own knowledge, examples, and style. Timing for the overall speech is given 10 to 15 minutes. Anu, how much time do you want me to set for you? Is it going to be 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, you can set 11 minutes around.
What I will do, I will set it at 15 minutes. So you have full 10 to 15 minutes time available. However, will not give you any extra signals.
Yeah, sure.
Does that work?
Sure. Am I audible?
You are audible. Audience, please be mindful that make your notes so the speaker can benefit once she picks any of the three evaluators at random. Just a second. Setting up the timer over here. Anu, you want to check with the content sharing as well? You're
Yeah.
sharing the entire screen at the moment. Now it is good.
Let me just try this.
All right, Anu, let me know whenever you are ready. I will introduce you with the timer on.
Yeah, sure. I'm ready, Anand. Hope
All right.
everybody can see my screen.
Yes, just confirm. Can you see the timer signal as well?
Yeah, timer signal
I mean, the timing going on top right.
23, 24, that one, right?
No, 14, 49, 48, 47.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll do one thing. I will pin myself as well, just so that you can see me consistently.
Yes, I can see. Yeah.
Let me know if you can see me now consistently.
Yes.
Right? You might want to change to maybe the gallery view instead of the speaker view. You will
Yes.
be able to see me.
Can you remove the hand, because the hand that you have raised, it is overlapping the timer.
All right. How about now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Just switch to gallery view before you begin so that you can see the speakers as well as your content as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I can see both.
Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the second speaker of the evening, Toastmaster Anu Chore. When life says, say a few words. When life says, say a few words, Toastmaster Anu.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. Imagine a situation where your manager suddenly asks in a meeting, can you speak on this topic? Or in a family gathering, somebody call you on stage and ask you to share your thought. How do we feel? Our mind goes blank, heartbeat increase, hands become cold, and most importantly, we forget even simple words. Why does this happen? Any guesses? Anybody would like to add why this happened?
Because we are not prepared.
Yes, that's exactly the reason. We all are mostly comfortable speaking when we are prepared in advance. But that's where impromptu speaking is very important, because impromptu speaking help us to share our thought quickly and speak on impromptu topics. That's the reason today I'm going to cover what is impromptu speaking, why it is important, and what are the common challenges of the impromptu speaking, and the few techniques to improve impromptu speaking. So what's impromptu speaking? I guess most of us are aware, but I will just try to cover in a go, where impromptu speaking is speaking without advanced preparation, and how does it help, and what are the places we need to go. So impromptu speaking can happen anywhere, in the office meetings, in the interviews, in the social gatherings, or in the classroom discussion, or anywhere. The way Anand was asking us the questions during his team speech. That was also one of the impromptu speaking. And the goal here is not to become a perfect. The goal here is to speak clearly, confidently, and logically under the pressure. And now coming to why impromptu speaking is important. Because they help us to organize our thought quickly, build instant credibility, and express our idea confidently when opportunity come without warning us. Even in professional life, it's very important. Leaders are always expected to respond immediately. The people who share their idea, who express their idea confidently, are often remembered. And most importantly, what I feel, impromptu speaking help us to develop a calmness, because over the time we are habituated of having impromptu or sudden situations, and that way we learn to be calm. So that is the reason I feel impromptu speaking is important. Now coming to the common challenges, why most of us struggle to speak on impromptu topics? Because we fear of the judgment, what the other people will think about me. We overthink, we strive for the perfection, which is almost impossible, and we panic after making a small mistakes. So that is the these are the common challenges I feel. But here, impromptu speaking is not about being perfect, it is about being practiced. Because if we see, most talented people also will not have this skill, because this skill will not come with the talent, it come with the practice. Even most experienced speakers practice. That is the reason we always see Anand, Upender in these meetings. They are the experienced speaker, but why do they join and practice here? Because they knows that the practice make man perfect, and without practice, the talent alone cannot do anything. Now coming to the techniques that will be helpful in these impromptu to handle these impromptu topics. So my first technique is the pause. Most of the time what happens, somebody give us the table topic, we suddenly jump on the topic without taking a pause. But that's very important. The biggest mistake is starting immediately. A little 2-3 seconds of pause allow you to calm your heartbeat, organize your thought, organize your one complete idea, and project authority and control. The second technique is a simple structure. Structure eliminate the panic. If we have our structure in our mind, we will not get panic. Structure can be of three types. Like if we have kind of progress report kind of topic, then we can go in a timeline mode where we can talk about the past, present, and future. If we have a topic related to problem solving, then we can talk about what was the problem, what is the solution, and what did you learn from that. The last but not least, this is a gold standard. Prep, point, reason, example, and point. Let me give you one example. If the topic is hard work, then we can say the point, what is hard work, the reason why it is important, an example from our personal life or someone's life where we have seen with the help of hard work how they have succeeded, how hard work has paid off, and in the end again point, some kind of call out. These kind of structure help us to organize our thought in proper way. Now the third technique is pacing for impact. This is also very important, because nervousness lead to the speed and people can easily judge it. Speaking slowly, slowing down give you the critical thinking time. The second one is clarity is king. Deliberately pacing make you sound more confident and authoritative. And it also reduce the filler word. Because if we are going so fast for joining the two sentences also, we sometimes say like, but if we slow down, then can help us to eliminate these filler word and simplify the life of our counter as well. Now coming to the third technique, authentic story or a personal life real stories. Simple real stories connect better with audience than the complex vocabularies. People remember authenticity more than the perfection. And this is a Toastmaster philosophy. And the last but not least, practice, practice, practice. You can have kind of daily 1 minute recording of practice. One new technique that recently I have identified, I would like to share with all of you. So nowadays what I am doing, around 10-15 minutes daily, I practice with ChatGPT. I ask ChatGPT to simulate the table topic for me. ChatGPT give me the topic. I speak, record with the record button, and put that topic back. Then it gave me a feedback. And we can ask a specific feedback also that normally I ask along with the general feedback on my grammar, on my pronunciation, on my pauses. And believe me, it give very nicely and it explain what are the words where we make a mistake, where were the pauses that we made a mistakes. So I feel nowadays our mentors are also a little busy and tough to take their daily time, right? But ChatGPT or any AI tool is now good enough to help. And I have seen that improvement, at least in myself. The second one of way of practice wherever possible, any active social participation or GD or in office or wherever. And anyhow, volunteering for table topic is always there. And the 3 minute pause is also very important for our practice. So now practicing in a safe space. Why do we call Toastmaster as a lab? Anybody would like to add? Why do we call Toastmaster as a lab? Where? Because here we can practice. We can learn from our mistake. Table topic provide us a safe environment to practice and make us thinking on our feet. Here, mistakes are a part of learning process, and every attempt make you stronger. That's why we call Toastmasters a lab, because we do practical here and we are not bothered about the result. We get a feedback, we improve, we implement. That is the reason we feel Toastmaster is a lab where we can practice. Now coming to the impromptu speaking is not about speaking perfectly. It is about speaking confidently when life gives you unexpected movement. The more we practice, the more we become calmer. The thoughts become cleaner and we improve the communication. So my dear friend, next time when somebody asks you, suddenly, please speak, can you say something on this topic? Don't fear. Take it as an opportunity to learn, speak, and grow. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you, Anu. Very well spoken. Let's have 1 minute of silence for the speaker to receive feedback in private chat strictly. I'm setting up a 1 minute timer over here. Time is up. Now is the time for us to get into what Anu prepared us for. Table topics, impromptu speaking. And speakers, be ready. You can pick up 3 of the evaluators immediately after the table topics when we go for individual speech evaluations. Just confirm with me whether the particular member you are picking was, whether he or she was available during your speech delivery earlier or not, because then only the evaluation will make sense, right? So I'll help you in that. For now, let me invite a person who is tired of being the TT speaker anymore. She has come religiously for meeting after meeting after meeting, not just in her own club, but many online clubs, including ours, to practice this art and perfect it. And today, there is nobody, in my opinion, nobody more qualified to be a table topic master than the table topic master for today, Toastmaster Sarah. Let's welcome her on the stage with a round of applause. Sarah, do you want me to spotlight?
Thank you, Anand, for the kind introduction. Good evening, dear members and guests of Turning Point Toastmasters. I'm the topic master, Toastmaster Sara from Janakpuri Toastmasters. And as Anand already mentioned, I'm a huge fan of impromptu speaking to the point that it was my weekly ritual to go to every other club and take up a table topic. But today I come here to be the table topic master for you guys so that you guys can also show up that enthusiasm that I once had and nail every single impromptu question you have. Today we have a wonderful, hearty theme of pets, be it a dog, cat, or even an unconventional pet like a lizard. Pets around us make our lives more fuller and happier. And I want every single one of you to share what that pet or that special animal or even a plant means to you in this session of table topics. So keep all your notions aside because it is time to think on your feet. And no matter how difficult the question might look, just say whatever comes to your mind at first. Because remember, just like a speaker Toastmaster Anu said, Toastmasters is a safe space and you will not be judged harshly. Instead, you will give quality feedbacks and praises for your attempts at showing courage. So let's first start with the table topic session. And let's start on a positive note and invite someone who is experienced. Toastmaster Samim, would you like to take one?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Toastmaster Samip, your pet enters a talent show. What talent does it have? Your pet enters a talent show. What talent does it have? Toastmaster Samip.
Toastmasters, my favorite pet is a feline creature. I have two cats in my home. And the talent that is not linked to cats is being disciplined and loving. That means that it's mostly loving is attached to a dog, but cat can be loving. It was a surprise to me. And in that they have their own ways. So first of all, my cat will compete for three things. One is self-esteem, all right? No one can beat them. Unconditional self-esteem. Second, loving nature. That will dispel all notions about cats being not loving and selfish, right? And third is discipline. So examples, self-esteem. They will not get turned off by any stronger animal. I have two dogs also much bigger, at least 10 times larger than them. But they bow down to a cat because the cat looks at them with such eyes that the one dog actually wants to hide. Is 10 times bigger. Right? So no one can beat that esteem. They are not worried about their size. They look at like as equals or more first among equals. The second is discipline, which is they wake up every time in the morning and they want their place where they do their morning ritual clean. If it is not clean, I have to get up. Me or my wife Sonia has to get up and clean it and ensure only then they will let us go back to sleep, even if it's 4 a.m. in the morning. Third, as I said, love. They they love after all their conditions are satisfied. They are not being touched anything. They're fed. Their AC is on. They now exhibit the love. So they will compete on all these things and beat any other animal hands down. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sameer. And as a dog owner, I wholeheartedly agree with that. That dogs and cats can be as loving as as humans can be. With moving on from the topic of pet entering a talent show, let's have another topic related to pets. And this one has a more Gen Z twist to it. A situation that my Gen Z people might experience, and it is actually becoming a trend in recent generations. So, can
We
a
don't
Gen
have
Z,
any Gen Z over here. You have to give it the topic to
let's
people of
have a
our age over
millennial
here.
then, it's fine.
Yeah.
Let's have a millennial person.
Who would like
I
to go
am a
next?
Gen Z. I am a Gen Z.
Oh my, okay, Bhavesh.
Really, or just in your head?
I would not like to associate with this generation Gen Z, but yeah, I'm a 99 born, so I am Gen Z. But my
It's
All
fine.
mindset
right.
is of course of a
It's
millennial.
Audio
fine.
video check done.
Bhavesh, are you a guest or a Toastmaster?
I am a Toastmaster, but not a part of this club. But I am a
Okay,
Toastmaster for
okay,
this
well,
club, I guess.
okay, welcome, Toastmaster Bhavesh.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Bhavesh, are pets becoming the new children? Are pets becoming the new children? Toastmaster Bhavesh.
Let me take you all back to the year 2017. I had adopted this cute little black colored Labrador. I used to teach back then, and it was a Labrador of my student. She gave it to me, and then she was like, "Sir, would you like to raise him up?" And I was like, "Yes, yeah, why not?" He was such a handsome Labrador. He was like black in color with white feathers on his torso. Immaculate pet. I brought him home, and my father was not there. My father came at around 9:30 p.m. in the evening after work. He looked at this tiny little pet who was just 3 days old, ladies and gentlemen, and he freaked out. He freaked out big time because he was scared of a puppy. He was scared of a little puppy who was as harmless as a nib. I realized that it's not the pet who needs care, it's my grown up father who is 60 years of age who needed care in that moment. I think when you become a pet parent, one of the things which it strikes you with that how will I take care of this new life? It also got me thinking that when I'll become a father, how will I take care of my own child? How will I be as a father? Because pets, initially, when they are not well trained, they are a nuisance. They'll pee anywhere, they'll do shit there anywhere, and it's your responsibility for you to clean that mess. But I think in that very moment, I asked the most pertinent question to myself: will this crazy little pet be able to be a good child to my father as I was? Well, in just 4 days of time, I had to give him up because my father, he couldn't resist his fear. I had to give him up, and that was, I think, the saddest moment of my life that I couldn't take care of that pet as my baby. Back to the topic, master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavesh. An amazing story with a little sad end that you had to give your Labrador away. But we all hope that the Labrador is in good hands right now.
He is.
Next person who would like to volunteer for the next pet question. Someone, okay, Toastmaster Neeraj. Can we do an audio video check with you?
Am I audible and visible?
Yes. Okay. Describe the day in the life of a dog. Describe the day in the life of a dog, Toastmaster Neeraj.
I genuinely believe when I one day I was going, I would say wandering through the streets, and then there was a big group of dogs, and I was just thinking that what would they be thinking at this moment. I was looking at them and they were looking back at me, and we were just staring each other, and then suddenly a moment come, a dog walk up and suddenly bit on my leg, and I was surprised. The entire group was planning that how we can bite this person, and I was wondering what they have been thinking, that uh, do they plan whole day that whenever anyone passes we need to go to them, bite them, or they were expecting something from me that I was not able to provide to them. Then I realized that these dogs are just like us humans, and they also want attention, but we hardly care. Street dogs, we feel that they do have they have insects on them, we might get infection, or like they are of no use. But in that moment I realized that the way we need attention, they would also be in- needing similar kind of care. So in that moment I felt that, like, because we have after industrialization, civilization, we have kept everything for ourselves and we hardly look up to their needs. So it's important for us that dog at that moment might be hungry, so whatever we best can do for those dogs, we should think about it and then take care of them. So I think their whole day, mostly street dogs goes into the planning that how they should, you know uh, find food or take care of those needs. But we are on the upper side, we should, like, along with us, we should take care of them as well. So yeah, back to you, Toastmaster Sarah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neeraj. And I'm very sorry that you had such a bad interaction with a dog. Yet you still somehow found a way to show compassion to dogs, even though you had a terrible experience. And we commend that you were able to find such good self-reflection for that. So kudos to you. Okay, next person who would like to take a topic on pets.
We have Komal, Priya, Satish, and Renu who are yet to speak. Renu has mentioned in the chat that she would like to speak.
Okay, Renu, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, and sorry, I can't able to open my video chat.
That's
Uh,
Sorry,
okay.
it's
a
fine, it's
camera.
fine, it's fine.
That's okay, Renu.
Okay,
First of
Toastmaster,
all, may I audible to you?
yes, you are audible. Toastmaster Renu, imagine your pet becomes Prime Minister for a day. What changes would happen? Imagine your pet becomes Prime Minister for a day. What changes would happen? Toastmaster Renu.
Okay. First of all, thank you for giving me such a exciting and such a different kind of topic. And now come to the topic. As I imagine my pet as a prime minister, so I think everything is changed. I thought everything will be changed. Uh, I speak about the nature first of all, because the nature of pet is very cute. They, if you give 10% of your love, your priority to the pet, to your pet, then he gave you back 100% of it. But as nowadays people don't do this type of thing. And I think this is very great thing if a person, think about, if a person do things that a pet sense or a pet thinks emotionally. So I think everything is changed. As a prime minister, I think my pet would change each and everything emotionally. But nowadays, if I talk about our prime minister Narendra Modi, he doing the best. So I don't think any pet or anyone can replace him or do better work from the better work instead of him. That's all from my side. What do you think on it, Toastmaster? Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Renu. And I certainly believe if a pet could run as the Prime Minister, maybe the maybe India could benefit from all the loves and cuddles from the pet, and India would be a happier place. But alas, uh,
Final topic.
okay, final call, everyone. If you are left, if you want to shine today, raise your hands. Okay, Komal Singh, can we do an audio
Yes.
video check with you?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes. Uh, a quick question, Komal, are you married?
Yes, I am.
Okay, okay. Toastmaster Komal, convince your spouse that dinosaurs are good pets. Convince your spouse that dinosaurs are good pets. Toastmaster Komal.
Okay. So before convincing my spouse, I feel that I'm a little rigid and a little scared of having a pet. So I feel that firstly, I need to convince myself to have a pet in my house. So it need a like long term thinking and long term uh, talking to myself firstly, that how I would take care of pet, how I would stay with pet. After that, the second picture comes to convince my spouse. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Komal. And I really wanted to know what people thought when we say dinosaurs as pets. And I really wanted to know the answer. Does anybody have a different answer? How will they convince their spouse to have a dinosaur as a pet?
I would perhaps say that they are from your village, old cousins.
Yeah, dinosaur once inhabited with us. So we are our long, long pets. Okay, that marks the end of our amazing table topic session. And I hope you all enjoyed with all the fun pet theme questions that we had. And hopefully, after this meeting, you might actually make up your mind to finally get a pet that your inner child has been desiring for so long. But now let's go on with that Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Anant.
क्या बात है, शाबाश, very good. All the love and applause for Sarah, who has given us so appetizing topics, including the final one that I'm going to try out on my better half tonight. What if, imagine, dinosaurs are a pet? Let me see her reaction and I will fill you in, Sarah. What does she respond, right? For now, I am launching a couple of polls for you to decide who is first the best table topic speaker. And yes, you can vote for yourself. And then who is the best prepared speaker. I will launch it only for 30 seconds. So do vote fast. And meanwhile, I'm going to talk about a few movies. So you can also pitch in which is your favorite movie about a pet or any animal movies in general. Give me only one movie per person. A movie where a pet is either the central character or a side character and you love it. Anyone. Any animal characters. And don't say Teri Meherbaniya. No. Neither is Nagin a valid response.
Jurassic Park for me.
Jurassic Park, yeah. Childhood memories. I just watched it. I think last week for the very first time with my 5-year-old. He just loved it. The old one, the original one, 1993, the greatest of all time. I'm launching the next poll for the best prepared speaker. And yes, you can vote for yourself. I have only got one movie as a response. Others. What's your favorite animal movie? It need not be a real life movie, a sci-fi movie. It can be an animated one as well. Anyone
Have
for
you
five
guys
more? Yes, Bhavesh?
have you guys seen Zootopia? An
Zootopia,
animated
yes.
movie. Yeah.
I loved
It's
it.
a
It's more for adults like millennials like us than the children.
yeah. It was a fantastic movie, I think. Very
There
cute,
were
adorable,
movies
with a
like,
slight messaging.
old movies, old animated movies like The Mermaid, where other than The Mermaid, the entire cast was made of sea animals. Talking about sea animals, the Finding Nemo and Finding Dory afterwards.
Hmm.
There are a couple of movies which have other animals as characters as well, not just fishes and dogs or
Hathi Mera
dinosaurs.
Saathi is also good.
Which
Hathi,
one?
Hathi Mera Saathi is also a good one that I
Yeah,
like.
elephants. My favorite animal movie of all time, where I cannot just take this image out of these animals out of my head, is Madagascar. Madagascar, where there is a lion, there is a giraffe, there is, I think, pig. No, I think it's a hippo, and of course a zebra. And the voice artists have done amazing. But what has taken the top of the cake is its Hindi dubbed version. So in English, there is this song, I like to move it, move it. For the very first time, I watched this movie during my college days, 20, 21 years back in Hindi, in my hostel days. There was one room where there was this Hindi dubbed version of the same song which was playing on. An entire hostel was inside dancing. And the song's lyrics were, Hil hil ke nacho nacho, hil hil ke nacho. King Julian का कहना है जब भी नाचो खोल के नाचो. They have done so many stereotypes, some funny ones, some unfunny ones, but a lot of characterization that has happened, which is missing for present day movies. Pat these days is just a side character, a non-animated character. Uh, do you remember that Aladdin animated series, where not just the genie, but a monkey called Abu, a parrot called Iago? These were so funny characters. Anyone remembers?
Yeah, and I also remember one movie, Aakhe, of in which a monkey plays a excellent role.
Correct. Nowadays, I think in the recent times, there is one movie which I would like to end with, and that is John Wick. No, the pet doesn't get any dialogues over there, but the entire movie is all about how the pet of an ex-assassin is killed after his wife dies, of course. And the assassin comes back to life, the old life, and kills the entire mafia. All because his car was stolen and his pet was killed. Do watch it for, of course, the amazing animation, amazing action sequences. Keanu Reeves is fire in this movie. and the sequence where the dog is involved, another dog that he adopts later on, is so heartwarming because of the context. Talking about the context, speech is only as good as the next attempt. To help our speakers become better in their next attempt, let us have the evaluation exercise begin. To kickstart this exercise, here are the rules. I'll invite first the speaker on stage one by one. The speaker will name 3 people who will confirm that yes, they were there when the speaker delivered the speech. And I will start with each speaker, each evaluator being highlighted, a 1-minute timer. Under that 1 minute plus 10 seconds, not 30, 1 minute plus 10 seconds, you have to wrap up one commendation, one recommendation each. You can take 30 seconds, you can take 10 seconds, you can take maximum 1 minute, 10 seconds, up to you. It's a new format that we are trying out from an advanced club, and let's see how it goes. So spotlighting first, or rather just inviting on the stage first, the speaker number 1, Tanika. Tanika, who are your 3 guinea pigs?
So I would like to go with Sameep,
Sameep?
Pavish.
Bhavish, were you there when Tanika spoke?
No, I wasn't.
All right.
Okay. Then I will go with Sarah. Then
Sarah was there.
Oman.
And Komal. All right. Sameep, you were there, right?
Yeah.
And Komal,
All
you
right.
as
Can I start?
I'm just setting up the timer. Before
Okay, sure.
that, I will check with Komal. Komal, were you there, right? Fantastic. Sameep, starting your timer now. Go ahead.
Okay, right. Toastmaster Tanika, I listened to you for the first time, but I found you were very engaging through your facial expressions, a very comfortable camera angle and clarity of thought. And the whole pace was very easy to absorb. So whatever you said, it was making sense and you were in control. That made me feel very comfortable and able to listen to you clearly. And your smile made it more interesting, the speech, whatever you were saying, that enhanced it. So that's a recommendation for everyone. And what I also like that you use some very good phrases like cinematic moment and a couple of other phrases very naturally. It was very well woven into the speech content. It didn't feel like an extra padding or sorts to enhance the speech. What I just noticed that an observation is that you could make the title more tighter link to the content, because about confidence, it was, I could not connect. Maybe something like being like, as I said, being networking is human and something like that, just to make it more relevant and interesting. That's it. Over to you.
Thank
Really
you,
enjoyed
Sameep.
this speech.
Thank you, Sameep. Going ahead with Sarah now. Sarah. Ashish Mehta, let's not have the screen sharing.
Absolutely.
No worries, no worries. Resetting the timer for Sarah. Sarah, go ahead. And please maintain within 1 minute, 10 seconds.
Toastmaster Tanika, I love that you had a very appropriate amount of pauses throughout your speech, and it allowed your speech to be very well, and the flow that you maintained from the starting and to the end, it was quite consistent. The tone was the tone was the same, and that good pausing, and especially in this in your speech structure, I noticed that there were a lot of rule of threes. So words in words in triads, x, y, and z. It's a popular method. One recommendation would be to add a little bit more voice modulation, especially around that phone conversation. A deeper voice could have been used to imitate a male character, and that's all.
Perfect utilization of time. Well done, Sarah. Now let's go to Komal. Komal, all set?
Yes. Toastmaster Tanika, your speech has a perfect structure. Like you have started with the conversation that do after Toastmaster meeting, and then a little humor that word here and there. Also, I have you showed the with your example. You showed the someone your friend called you, and that they wanted to know you from just knowing your voice, his voice. And then after that you have shared the at the last the message as well. But since I have seen that this speech has the objective to a humorous speech, so I feel that a little more humor when you show in a speech to just act with your friend and you, and when you are talking about a phone call conversation, so at that time you also act just like you are talking on a phone, so that would enhance your speech to the next level. That's all from my side.
Fantastic, Komal. I'm sure Tanika has received abundant of feedback tonight. Tanika, does this approach help you in any way to get more perspectives and more feedbacks?
Yeah, yeah. I can see now every person has a different approach and how they are connecting to my speech. So instead of this is a very good idea, actually.
And do not just limit it over here. You can
Yeah.
share the link of the YouTube video that is being generated over the live stream and share with the exact timestamp and
Okay.
share with your mentor, your club mates, and
Yeah.
ask their feedback as well. That way, let's utilize this technology as much as possible.
Sure.
Time now
Thank you,
for us
Abhay.
to ask Anu. Thank you, Kanika. All the very best. Anu, pick up your 3 guinea pigs. I'm saying guinea pigs because, hey, I'm allowed today. Theme is pets.
Bhavesh, you were there during my speech? Bhavesh?
We'll check with Bhavesh. Go ahead with your next people.
Anant
All right.
and Tanika.
Okay.
And if
Yeah.
Bhavesh was not there, then Sarah.
Bhavesh, not responding. So, Sarah? Sarah, will it be all right for you?
Can we have another speaker?
I think you can ask Renu as well.
Yeah. Renu, you were there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, which order do we go? Anant, then Tanika, then Renu?
Yeah.
All right. I'll spotlight myself and will begin the timer. Thank you for this wonderful educational speech, Anu. I straight away love the parts where you uh, shared the not just the how part, but also the why part in the beginning. So that was really good on your part. I also love the personalized examples where you took my name, gave reference to the examples or the way I asked impromptu questions and took Rupendra's name. And certainly the style was all yours. A couple of recommendations. One is around the PPT. It looked generated by ChatGPT. I don't know if it was really the case, but it looked like that. So reduce the content, mind the fonts and the font size. Never have less than 30 size of fonts, and don't have anything which people would tend to read rather than listen to you. Rather have images over there with bullet points. And secondly, I believe this speech has the potential to be a separate educational module in itself rather than being a prepared speech. Right? So do try out that as well. Over to myself. My time is up. Going ahead now with who was the next person in line? Tanika. Tanika.
Sure. So first of the and the foremost thing which I liked is that you have really worked hard in the structure of it. It was looking like deep research has been done on the content side, and all the examples was very well connected. A person who's not doing enough research cannot give that so live examples which are very resonated. Second thing which I liked is that the presentation, the structure, it was in a sequence. This example, second, then this example, the techniques and everything. So it was going in a one flow. Talking about on the recommendations sides, I think, as I mentioned, the content which is mentioned in the PPT, usually we do not repeat the same content because the audience is already reading the same part and you are speaking the same part, so we cannot connect it. So make sure you either keep the less content in the PPT and utilize it while you are speaking it. So that is one of the things. Thank you. Back to you, Daryl.
Renu, whenever you are ready, we'll begin your timer. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Go ahead.
First of all, thank you to give me this opportunity, Anu. And my commendation is you are amazing from my side. I understand your speech and the presentation. Um, now I come to the recommendation, a small from my side. Do improve in pronunciation, like you say hour. So instead of saying hour, you would use hour. I think you should practice on pronunciation, like you see practicing it, instead of saying practicing, you would practice to say practicing. So I that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Renu. That is actually a great evaluation combinedly by the three of us, because three of us talked about three different things altogether. So Anu, hope that was helpful. And I'm launching one final poll for all of us for the best speech evaluators. All of us, other than the first evaluator, were in line under the timings of 1 minute 10 seconds. But I'm including all of us over here. Yes, you can vote for yourself as well. Close this poll under next 10 seconds.
I can't able to see polls.
You have to check on your device, dear. There must be, I think, in the options, one option which says polls and quizzes. See if you can see that.
Sorry, I can't able to see that.
No worries, then you can skip. No worries. Closing the poll. We got a winner. Before we announce the winner, here is, since we are not having a detailed evaluation report, but the timer reports are as such. I'm sharing the timer reports in the chat as well. Prepared speaker first, Tanika spoke for 5 minutes 38 seconds, and Anu, the speaker number 2, spoke for 10 minutes 28 seconds. Both were within their prescribed time limits. In table topics, speaker 1, Sameep took 2 minutes 9 seconds, Bhavesh 2 minutes 23, Neeraj 2 minutes 18, Renu 2 minutes 21. Komal spoke for less than 1 minute. She can speak a little higher, maybe for at least 1 minute. In speech evaluations, all of us exhausted our quota of 1 minute 10 seconds each, where Sameep spoke for 1 minute 20 seconds, but he was the first speaker. Ashish, bad luck. You can speak perhaps in the audience feedback now. Let's begin the audience feedback first with Tanika, since she has come here for the first time. Then I will go with Komal, then Bhavesh, and then we'll come to Ashish. So Tanika, how was your experience over here?
So talking about compared to the offline meeting, actually, it is a very new format for me. Firstly, I was juggling with the tools and everything, the formatting and everything. But yes, it's a quite a good new experience because it's not easy to speak in the online meetings also. Your movements gets very restricted. So I was thinking ki how I can move myself, show my expressions and everything. It was quite overall a good experience for me, and I really like that evaluation bar. This is actually a new thing for me, and I'm going to take it further. Maybe I will introduce something into the GTM, say hopefully that if the time permits to us, so we will take it this. Usually
You
it's
can, in
over the
fact,
time.
have the three of the evaluators
Mm.
brought on stage, give them combinedly like 3 minutes,
Yeah.
3 seconds as a maximum time, and ask them that after each 1 minute, we'll give a soft signal, a green card, and you can switch. You can
Yeah.
try that. Why not?
Usually in the GTM says that even if a one evaluator is speaking, it's almost like a speech for them. They continue for more than 3 minutes. So I can
I'm
think
the
we
last
can.
person to comment on that. Been there, guilty of the same thing times, but I would
Yeah.
strictly suggest do try it
Mm.
out. There is no harm in
Yeah.
trying.
Yes, it's a very good thing, actually.
And I'm due to come to your club once in a while now because the last time I had a family emergency, so I could not come. You recently had your anniversary celebrated for the
Yeah.
club.
Yes, 9 under meetings.
So we'll definitely come one day and take up an evaluation slot like that.
Mhm.
We'll now ask Komal, how was your feedback? How was your experience, Komal?
Yes, it is I would say that a great experience coming to a different club meeting and coming out of your comfort zone. So I think it's a good experience. And also I have everybody get a chance to 2 to 3 times to speak, even though you are not a club member. So I think this is a great chance to practice. And I feel that this club looks like very familiar and very good to learn from every speakers.
To be
So
honest, that has always been our goal, not to have most number of members in an online club meeting, but rather have a short, sweet group where
yeah,
we try to engage every incoming audience member in one way or the other. And
yeah,
if that happens, then someone not just listens but also gets to speak and always has this ability to go back on YouTube and see at that particular timestamp that yes, I spoke for 10 seconds. Kaisa dikhta hai? At least that should happen.
yeah. And I really like the evaluation part that you did today.
Do try this at your club and give Turning Point the credit as well.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Over to you, Anand.
Next, we go with Bhavesh. How was your experience, Bhavesh?
Firstly, I have always enjoyed my experience actually coming here. It's the third time, and I have always participated in the table topic session. This time around, I think the theme is something which I missed, Anant. I would have actually loved to experience the theme and what you must have spoken about. I think I missed the first half of the session and the two amazing speakers which we had. Um, but I loved the topic which was given to me. It made me think as well. Um, it's good to see Komal as well. I think she's a friend from long time. Um, so yeah, I have always enjoyed my experience coming in and will keep coming back to attend these sessions and I think hopefully as a speaker someday as well. Thanks for
Uh,
having.
Welcome. Let us know through WhatsApp groups if you guys would like to take up the roles slash speaking opportunities for the next week because I think the next week we all will be traveling for the district conference. So we need to set up the agenda well in advance, not at the last minute. Also about the part that you missed, hey, it's Turning Point. Nothing is missed. You can always go back on YouTube, skip and scan. Uh,
I will check it out.
we talked about pets, by the way.
Yeah, that's the theme I got to know.
The first half of that was why do we hate pets?
Oh, we you have a pet, Anant.
Okay, so interesting part you have to see on YouTube. Okay, just to summarize, we spoke about how some of us have been afraid of pets for what all reasons, but also at the same time how one pet changed my life as well. We had a Doberman, a female Doberman, for a very short while in an Orthodox family where pets are not usually welcome. It stayed for a good 2 years. After then, it was snatched away by a panther from our farmhouse. But yes, we have fond memories because the pet and my own firstborn, they were of the same age. They grew up together.
Nice. I think you also run an NGO or support an NGO which is based out of animal welfare,
No,
right?
it's my family-based NGO. I'm the general secretary of the NGO. Name
Yeah,
is
I think you're
Mukul.
talking about it. I remember. I remember now. Yeah.
By
Great.
the way, all the three guests who gave the feedback today, well, I have something in return for you as well. Toastmaster Bhavesh gets, by the virtue of audience poll, the best table topic speaker.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Komal was adjudged to be the best evaluator among all the six. And of course, the best speaker went to Toastmaster Tanika, the first timer over here. first time in an online meeting, and yes, you made a few chuckles out. Do keep trying. Humor is not an easy task, certainly not in an online forum. And if you ever want to see how badly and embarrassingly we have tried that, our YouTube is filled with some past meeting videos. But this is a part and the parcel of the journey. Now, for the final feedback, I ask Renu and then Ashish. Renu, how was your experience here?
My experience is very good, and I love to be here. I remember at my first meeting when I first joined, I was very hesitate and I can't able to speak properly in English. At second meeting, I also not able to speak much in English, and now I see in my in me little improvement and the confidence. So thanks to the
See, English is or language is one part. The confidence without feeling butterflies or having reduced number of nervousness or butterflies in the stomach, that's another part. So while some of us still have mother tongue influence or struggles with English or fluency, that's one part. Having the jitters in control and being TMOD or managing the polls or being the timer at the same time, managing these WhatsApps as well and chats as well, well, that's where I have grown. English is journey in progress. So take an example from my situation and try to feel more confident. The more you speak, the more confident you become. English or the language part will slowly improve. Give it time. But keep coming and keep speaking.
yeah,
Finally,
sure.
last but certainly not the least, Ashish Mehta. How was your feedback experience for
Good,
the short time that you're here?
good. It was good, but I didn't see anything.
Sorry?
I didn't see anything.
No problem. But do certainly watch the recording on YouTube and you will perhaps love some of the speeches that were delivered today. And do keep coming every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. We start our speeches around 7:25 or sorts, and our table topics begin somewhere about 7:50, 55 or 8 p.m. around. 8 p.m. is the right time to just appear in the meeting and get into table topics. And if you have something else engaging going on, quickly move out. So 8 p.m. certainly you should join for table topics.
But thing is, I'm not an adult. I'm not an adult.
You are not?
An adult.
How old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 15.
Do try as a guest. That's not an issue. But do speak
Okay.
responsibly.
Yeah.
Bhavesh, mind the Gen Zs.
I am a Gen Z myself.
No, you are not. You
I am
just
a
feel-
99 born, Anand. I am a Gen Z. I would not
Ah.
like to be a Gen Z, but I am, unfortunately.
Okay, we consider you the best of both worlds.
That's great.
Ashish, do keep coming. You are most welcome as a guest. Of course, the membership has restrictions. Only an 18 plus can join formally and deliver prepared speeches. But as a table topic in impromptu sessions, most welcome, brother.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. That's it, folks. If you want to take up a role or a slot or try out something outside your club or in an online forum, Turning Point Toastmaster meeting number 463 begins now. Do drop a message in the chat, and Rupinder or I, who are jointly taking care of the VP function, will approve it. Bye bye. Take care, and do watch the YouTube recording.